Yesterday around this time, we did see that rain shower move on through. Some of you saw right around an inch of rainfall. Over the past few hours, we saw these storms just push in from the Gulf. A lot of that moisture working its way northward at around 25 knots. If your morning commute takes you out west and towards the Texas area, you are going to encounter some heavier rainfall. Few spotty showers still draped across Acadiana. You can see that light rainfall right around Bro Bridge and also right around Rain. Friday early morning, that's when we're going to see another round of storms just push on through. So you'll wake up to those thunderstorms. Some heavier rainfall also right around New Iberia, working its way more north into St. Martin Parish. You have some ridging taking place, and what's that going to do is give us that westerly flow, drawing in that dry air. We do get that sunshine back into that forecast starting Monday for the start of the next work week. We saw those clouds break apart, sunshine made its way in, and temperatures fell more like the 90s. Overnight temperatures continuing to fall into the 70s, lower 70s, and then right back on up, feeling more like the mid 90s. Richard 95. Feeling more like 105 to 110. It will be a very toasty day, so you want to stay hydrated. We do have that heat advisory that extends all across Louisiana into Texas, all the way up to Nebraska. So about a 20% chance of that formation, and the track it'll take will be more towards the Florida area. But there is a little bit of energy off of Honduras and also into Nicaragua. Well, this is very disorganized thunderstorms. Will weaken just a little bit as it grazes the coast of the Carolinas into Virginia over the holiday weekend.
Here's meteorologist Brooke Silverang.
Hey there and welcome back, Acadiana. We are looking at another hot day here for your Friday, kind of like what we had yesterday, and we'll see these warm trend continue. Actually, another heat advisory was issued, and we'll see that expire on 7 p.m. today, but we can't expect to see temperatures feeling more like the hundreds all across, right around 110. That's what it'll feel like as the maximum temperature today. I don't think we're going to feel any higher than that, but it is very hot already. We have a mix of sun and clouds. We have those beautiful puffy cumulus clouds that take shape outside. Wind still out of the west around 5 miles per hour, drawing in some of that dry air we still have in place, but there is a ton of moisture in from the Gulf, giving us all that humidity. Quiet conditions on our Live Doppler 10 storm tracker radar. It's been pretty quiet, but we will see the activity really pick up as we go into your weekend. So let's put this into motion as we stop the clock in the evening hours, staying pretty much quiet all around. A few clouds here or there, but it will be very muggy when you wake up tomorrow morning and head on out for the day. We could see some early patchy fog also develop as we go into your early Saturday morning. And then as we go into Saturday afternoon, we could see some thunderstorms roll through as a weak system begins to make its way more eastward. It's called a backdoor cold front because we'll see those winds out of the northeast as opposed to the northwest as we had over the past few days. So again, we can't rule out seeing a few thunderstorms rolling through Acadiana, so just have the umbrella ready for your Saturday. Even on Sunday, we still can't expect to see some soggy conditions. Rain will be back into that forecast, but the good part about the rain is it'll help us cool down for just a bit. So just a little something to look forward to. Here we go on our satellite and radar. Again, not much going on, a few clouds in and out of the way, but as we look all out in the bigger picture, again, we'll have that system that'll really just move through. That'll draw in a lot more moisture for us here in the hub city and all across Acadiana. A lot of the rainfall activity, though, along the Florida panhandle. But let's take a look at the temperatures, the bigger story throughout the day today. Temperatures feeling right around 100 degrees all the way up in Kansas City. Lafayette already feeling like 101 degrees as well. The warmest spot, though, Tallahassee, feeling at around 108 degrees. There is that heat advisory that is in effect extended throughout all of Louisiana up into Kansas, and that's going to stay in effect again up until 7 p.m. when temperatures start to cool on off when the sun goes down around 8 p.m. 101 degrees here in Lafayette. Again, this is what it feels like. These aren't the actual temperatures. Temperatures sitting in the 90s, but it does feel a lot warmer when you factor in the humidity. For New Iberia, right around 100 degrees, all the way up to Opelousas, another 100 degrees. By the late afternoon hours, we still can make it into feeling right around 105. So it will be very toasty by that time. That's when you want to take breaks from being outside, you know, stay hydrated, maybe even take a nice little dip in the pool to cool off because it is very hot conditions. And don't forget about your pets. They might get a little thirsty as well. So overnight will be pretty much warm, feeling more like the 80s, even though we'll see temperatures back into the mid 70s. 95 degrees again for the high today. Temperatures feeling at another 10 degrees to that, so right around 105 degrees with winds still out of the west. Overnight, we'll see those winds calm down. We'll see a more easterly flow pick up as we go into your weekend, though. Again, that'll draw in some more moisture. We'll have temperatures right around the mid to 90s for your Saturday. By Sunday, we'll get a little bit of a cool down. That's because we'll see a lot more rainfall push through Acadiana for your Father's Day. So over the next few days, as we go into the first official day of summertime on Monday, low 90s there for you, mid 70s, typical summer-like pattern in place over the next few days. A tornado with winds at 100 miles per hour made its way through Lake Charles early Thursday morning. It tore off the roof of this house and the debris landed down the block. What's a frog festival without frogs? There's about 45 of these guys that will be used over the course of the next 3 days. After 8 long months, this is the first home of the 13-home subdivision off of East Magnolia and Pinhook that's finally complete. It'll be dedicated to the Xenon family. Now that temperatures are starting to warm on up, we're going to go over the best ways to stay in shape for free by walking, jogging, and running. Reporting in Lake Charles, Brooke Silvering for KLFY News 10. In rain, Brooke Silvering with KLFY News 10. It can take almost 2 years to finish the rest of the projects. In Lafayette, Brooke Silvering for KLFY News 10.